a good idea just because Yulath, if you were to lose that game, if you were to win the game, then he doesn't know what map we're going to go to. If he loses the game, he's choosing the map, and if he chooses something other than Metalopolis or Scrap Station, I think then Vequeth would know something's up. So I think that
Very
was
true.
his timing for that 6 pool. But anyway, in the game we
maybe.
have right now, Yulath spawning as light pink again at the bottom left, and he's a Zerg player as always. Vequeth, meanwhile, is at the top right. He is the Blue Protoss. Seems like everyone just wants to mess you up today with that light pink.
Oh, absolutely. And peculiar enough here, Vequeth actually chrono boosted his 10th probe. So it looks like, is he going to be going for 10 pylon 10 gateway? It looks like it.
Yeah, if you chrono boost out a probe before you get that, before you get your first pylon, that is no doubt going to be a gateway at 10. And Yulath, good play here with an early scout. I think it was a good game sense to expect that something is up right here.
Absolutely, yeah, and he doesn't have a pool up yet, or it is just starting now, so that was a 13 pool, no gas, just wants to play it safe. He's going to get a queen out and a couple zerglings, maybe even a spine crawler, and just protect himself against any early pressure. But important to note, no, we're getting a forge, so are we? Yes, we are going to see the block here at the bottom of Yulath's base, I think.
Assuming he can get it off, Yulath seems to be ready for that.
He does, he's got the Overlord there, and looks like, am I lagging? No.
Just a little hiccup.
But here comes the pylon number 1, and pylon number 2 should be shortly after, but that drone's going to try to keep preventing it.
Yeah, and with the spine pool coming up as early as it is, he's going to have Zerglings in just a moment, so absolutely, I think he's going to be able to fend this off.
Absolutely, he's easily able to kill the pylon now. That's 100 minerals are taken away, but there is a Zealot coming in that could be problematic. The spawning pool is finished. There's only 2 Zerglings coming out right now. Since he trained his queen, he didn't have enough any extra minerals for those extra Zerglings.
Ooh, Yulath losing those drones.
Ooh, and he's going to lose those
terrible
Zerglings
timing
too.
for that.
Nice job killing that probe, though. That was probably the best thing he could have done in this situation, because now that second pylon can't come up, and any more cannons can't come up.
Yeah,
but the
Yulath
Zealot
losing more.
works just as good as that pylon, really.
Yeah, that's a bad position for Yulath there. That's Vequeth is going to get this cannon down. Yulath really needs to start thinking about how he's going to bust that in more of a long-term situation, not just throwing lings at it. And he is getting the Roach Warren up.
Probably the best idea that he probably do right now. He's not in a position to get spine crawlers up there anytime soon. He hasn't even put down his first creep tumor, so that would be, well, a long time in between. And just as I say that, I think that creep tumor is... no, it's not coming out. Continually spawning larvae, although right now, like, if you look, he's got 3 extra larvae right now, and no minerals and gas to spend it on. I really would have liked to see a creep tumor instead. It would have helped him in this defense a lot more.
Yeah, one thing that I really don't like here is how Yulath did the gas steal. Lost a drone, lost a bit of his money, and Vequeth is not going to be using that gas anytime soon.
No, you're absolutely right. Warp gate tech is coming down already, so this already forward warp pylon is going to be a big benefit if he can keep it up long enough to warp in some more zealots or stalkers once that technology does finish.
And a second, no, there we go, yes, a second gateway going down.
Photon cannon as well in his mineral line. Not a bad idea, really, to take out this extractor with the cannon. And also, if it does make it to mid-game and there's Mutalisks, of course, that cannon will be there to defend.
Yulath losing a lot of roaches trying to take out this contain. It looks like he'll do it, but that was quite a bit of damage. But at least Yulath is now going to be in a situation where he can get that expansion. really, Vequeth is not set up at this point. Vequeth just has a second gateway coming down.
If we look at it though, Yulath has lost a lot less minerals and gas than Vequeth has so far, so I think he's going to be in a very good position if these cannons don't get up in time. He's got really no units to bolster this defense. Now, the Zealot's going to go down fairly quick, but it's just trying to run away as fast as it can to give these cannons time to warp in. Very nice job here by Vequeth warping in that second pylon, just in case that pylon is get taken out, but he's just going to do a run by, and there is a cannon here defending against this.
Yeah, that cannon is turning out to be a total hero. If it weren't for that cannon, Vequeth would be in he would be in a bad situation right now, but because of that one cannon that he warped into his line.
Ooh, I would have ran in with those Zerglings. Those Zerglings could have took out that cannon and took out quite a few probes, I think. Actually, they don't have speed, so maybe not. Maybe that was a good decision to back, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Yulath is getting his expansion now, so he doesn't have to be aggressive right now. He can just wait it out, really, at this point. He's behind on drones. Yeah, his worker count is a little bit lower, but once he gets that expansion up, he should be in a good situation. As well, he's seen that Vequeth has invested a lot into cannons, so Vequeth is not really going to be aggressive at any time soon. Vequeth just sending out a Zealot to die there. I don't know why he did that.
Yeah, it might have been a bad rally, or just maybe trying to get a scout off, but he had to have known that there was still some Zerglings around to kill it off. Looking at the production tab, we see another Queen coming up for the natural, and Zergling speed that's about 60% of the way done, so that is a good decision. Zergling speed will be very effective right now for keeping map control and making sure that Vequeth does not get an expansion up right now.
Yeah, I think Vequeth at this point, it seems like he's going to be getting aggressive again. He hasn't got that expansion down. He's warping in a ton of stalkers. He's using only 3 gateways, but he's using them well, so he's using up most of his minerals. And yeah, out come these stalkers. This should actually be pretty effective, though Yulath is warping in, or spawning in a lot more roaches, a lot more Zerglings. Ooh, a nice flank by Yulath. Beautifully done right there. Forcing the battle at this choke and then getting the Zerglings behind.
Clutch speed just finishes to allow these Zerglings to keep up even more with these stalkers. Well, actually, they're faster than. And I think with that push, that might have been the end of it, as Yulath is now free to push in. There's only a Zealot and 3 Stalkers and a couple cannons defending, but there's a lot of roaches here, and even a few Zerglings. That's going to be a lot of trouble here for Vequeth.
Yeah, Yulath may be able to end it, but I don't think he really needs to. I think Yulath, at this point, yeah, should just hold back, keep Vequeth contained, keep scouting, make sure that Vequeth doesn't do anything that could turn the tides of the game, and just keep pressing the advantage in small ways.
Although a robotics facility that is on the way could be what he needs to turn this around, because once you get a couple of mortals out, he's going to be forced to go for pure Zerglings and drop the roaches off the face of the earth. Luckily, Yulath is going for a Lyric that's about 75% of the way done, so he's going to be able to get Hydras out if he needs to. So he should be in an okay position. He's got a clear advantage right now. If we look at the income tab, we're only a few harvesters up, so the income's really not that big of a difference. That expansion that Yulath has really isn't that beneficial, but he's still in a much better position.
Ooh, great surround by these Zerglings. Vequeth is going to lose another 5 Stalkers. He's just getting killed by degrees here. Not able to get any sort of an army up. Meanwhile, Yulath is getting more and more of a scary Zergling Roach army.
Definitely, and it looks like, wow, Vequeth is actually going for a robotics base, so he's going to be going